Hi, welcome to BikeNation. Right now I'm going to be looking at this. This is Shark's first ever helmet with built-in LEDs. Now with the lights on you can really see the helmet, but before we have a look at all the features, do take a look at the bottom of your screen. You'll find links to Facebook and Twitter and all the other social media as well, and you'll find how to get in touch with us too here at BikeNation. Now this is the Shark Skwal helmet. This design, this graphic is called Instinct. It's got the LEDs which I'll come to very soon, but it's made from a thermoplastic resin construction which is nice and tough. Will protect you when you need it, of course, but it's also got its aerodynamic design. It scoops in at the back here, and at the bottom you've got these little grooves. Now this helps to reduce turbulence when you're riding along, so it stops your head buffeting around when you're going at top speeds maybe, which means it's a great helmet for track days too. So that's the outside construction of the helmet. Let's now have a look at the visor. Now there are actually two visors with this helmet, so I'll come to the other one in a second, but to begin with, we'll have a look at the clear one. Now what I really like about this visor is it's got Shark's auto seal system. Now what essentially that means is they've got a thick bar along the top and the bottom of this visor. It makes it really rigid. Then you've got this really thick rubber gasket, I suppose what you call it, around the outside of the space, the seal itself, and as you push the visor down it really locks in quite nicely and gives you a good old firm seal. That stops air getting in, reduces noise, that kind of thing. What also is really nice, it's got a huge open area there as well, so you can really see out of the right and the left. Normally you get penned in a little tiny bit with your vision, but this is opened up so much you get really good vision as you're riding along. So it stays in position. You've got a really strong tab down here too. Sometimes the tab can be really flimsy, little tiny thin thing. This is really strong. As you push it down there, it also diverts the air over the top with the aerodynamic design of that part too. Now, if you want to take the visor off, if you want to give it a clean, maybe put a different sort of visor on, you can do very easily. All you do is got to grab the helmet, give it a little tilt as you push it, or as you pull it even, and out it comes, and there you go. Give it a clean, do the same to the other side of course, give it a clean. If you want to put it back on, just line it back up, give it a little push, it clicks into place, locks in as well, because if you then try to move it now without tilting it, it stays in place, so it's not going to come out. So it's got that reassuring feel to it. Anyway, you can take it off, change it if you want to, but you might not want to change it over for a couple of reasons. You can as well, if you want to, add in the pin lock system. You've got 2 pins on either side of this visor, and what's really nice is you do get a pin lock insert lens in the box too. So pop that into the visor and it won't mist up. They're fantastic bits of kit, so go and have a look, and you get one in the box as well. So it's fantastic, got all those little areas on the visor alone that makes this a very nice helmet. Next up though, I said it's got 2 visors. It's got a built-in sun visor too. On the left hand side, which of course freehand as you're riding along, you've got this lever. All you do is lower it and raise it, and that drops down and raises up the internal sun visor, which is scratch resistant as well. And if you wear glasses when you're riding along, not only do you have pockets or grooves in the padding itself to put the arms of your glasses in so it's not going to dig into the side of your head, but you can also lower this down with your glasses on. There's enough clearance behind this so you can still wear your glasses, which is really important so you can see. But it is all operated on the side there, very simple system, and it gives you the best of both worlds. So you might not even want to change this over for a tinted one or something because you've got that option built in, which I think is rather nice. Next up then, we'll have a look at the ventilation. If you look down here, you've got the usual chin vent. Open that up, it directs the air down as you're riding along, sends it up inside the visor. That helps to keep the fog away, the misting away as you're riding along, and it keeps your face nice and cool too. You've also got this one on the top. It's quite a wide vent, and it's got this slatted plastic on there, and what that does, it allows the cold air in but stops any nasties getting inside your head. Now the cold air that gets inside the helmet is then channeled all around the inside using a very good venting system that Shark have created, and it keeps your entire head nice and cool as opposed to just one specific point of your head. Now, you're going to create some hot air naturally as you're riding along, so you want to get rid of that. And this area here, this nice shaped area, this aerodynamic area, has also got a vent built in just here too, and that takes the hot air and throws it out the back there to keep your head nice and cool as you're riding along. So it's got a function both aerodynamically and with a venting system built in. Now I mentioned at the very beginning, or you saw at the very beginning, that it's got this LED function. So I want to turn these LEDs on, but before I do that, we need to get the lights off. So can we get the lights off again? Thank you. And so if I turn the lights on, you can see you have One on the top of the helmet, one on the chin here as well, and you have two on the back like so. And if you want to, you can press the button again and they flash away. So you've got two flashing on the front, two flashing on the back as well. So if you think about riding along at night, it will really help you be seen as you're riding along for added security and protection. Let's turn the lights back on then, and I'll show you where these LEDs are situated. Okay, so you can see you have one up here and you have one down here by your chin area. You've got two on the back as well, just either side of that middle vent I mentioned. Now the button to control them is on the bottom just here, which is on the left-hand side of your helmet, of course, the one you can touch when you're riding along. You press it once, the light comes on. You press it again, it starts to flash. Press it a third time and it turns it off. It's a fantastic system, a great addition, and it makes you wonder why all helmets don't have it really. Now that's the outside, let's have a look at the inside. Now to start with, let's look at the strap itself. It's a ratchet strap, so it connects in very simply, and to remove it, just simply raise a tab and off it comes. So it's very easy to adjust and to remove too. Now the pads themselves, you've got all these different materials it's made from. All this on the outside is waterproof to stop any weather from getting into you, but it's also been designed to really go around your jawline. There's a little groove here too. It goes under your jawline. That stops the helmet from lifting up when you're riding along, for that added protection when you're going on any journey really, even if you're doing track days. Now, you've got a chin curtain here which can be removed, as you'd expect, so you can put that in, take it out if you want to. But as with all interiors now with helmets, you can take them out and give them a wash, and you can with this one as well. All you got to do is remove the poppers from the side here. Off this one comes. Pull out this side here too. There you go, give it a little tug and it comes out. You can do the same to the other side as well. Let me just show you this side too, because on the back of the pad, you can see this slightly different area of foam. That's been designed so that if you've got a shark tooth intercom system, a Bluetooth system, or some kind of intercom of any kind, you can put it in here. There's a little area, a little space that's been designed for the speakers, so you can put that in, and then the pads are thinner where the speakers would be, so you can hear what's going on all that better. Because this goes under your jawline too and actually wraps around your face, it prevents the wind from getting in, so it makes it less noisy inside the helmet, so you can hear what's going on around you. Now you also have the option of taking the skull cap out and giving that a wash as well. All comes out. Give it a little bit of a tug. There you go. Last one. Out it comes. And from there you can see just how thick the pads are, how they've been designed, and the material they've been made from, which is breathable, so you can take it all out, give it a wash, and then dry it. When it's dry, put it all back in and keep your helmet feeling nice and fresh and smelling nice and fresh too. From here you can see all the air channeling that goes into the construction. So all that cold air gets pushed around your head and keeps you nice and cool. But I've mentioned a couple of times the LED function. Tucked into the side just here is the battery. Simply just connect that little battery there like so, and you've got it in your hand. Then you take it over to your computer and you plug it in using this little lead that comes in the box and recharge it, and the battery gives you 5 to 8 hours of life for the LED lights, whether you use them flashing or on constantly. So a fantastic feature. It tucks away very nicely. Got the option for the Bluetooth as well. It's got the ratchet strap, like I mentioned. It's a fantastic helmet. I love the shape of it too. Now it does come, as I mentioned before, with a pin lock insert lens and a bag. Remember, any orders of £25 or more from BikeNation do get free delivery. There are loads of different styles, different graphics. This is the Instinct one, so check out all the other options too. Also check out the sizing guide. Make sure you get the right one for you. And if you've got any questions, do give the BikeNation team a call, because they'll be more than happy to help. Also, while you're on the site, have a look at all the other options. There are loads of videos on the BikeNation channel. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, and all the other social media as well. I'll catch you again very soon.